Imagine investing just $500 and wiping out an asset worth 10 million. No stock market in history has ever offered that kind of return. No hedge fund has ever delivered that level of capital efficiency. Yet, this happens today. Not in financial markets, but in modern warfare. The world's biggest military revolution isn't about bigger budgets anymore. It is about producing more expensive equipment or increasing government spending. It is about something economists understand immediately. When technology changes the cost structure of an industry, everything else follows. History is full of industries that believed bigger spending guaranteed success. Railroads, steel, retail, telecommunications. Then someone arrived with a dramatically cheaper way of solving the same problem. The old giants didn't collapse because they lacked money. They collapsed because their cost structure became obsolete. Modern warfare is experiencing exactly the same phenomenon. For decades, governments invested billions into increasingly sophisticated equipment. Every new generation became more advanced, more expensive, more difficult to replace. The logic seemed obvious. If something costs more, it must be better. But economics doesn't always reward quality. It rewards efficiency. Let's compare two investments. One side deploys a remotely piloted drone costing roughly $500. The other loses an armored vehicle worth around 10 million. That is a destruction ratio of approximately 20,000 to 1. Think about that for a moment. Imagine investing $500 into a company that instantly erased $10 million from a competitor's balance sheet. Wall Street would call it the greatest investment opportunity in history. Military planners call it a crisis, because economics has completely rewritten the rules. The side spending more money is no longer guaranteed to receive greater value. That assumption has dominated defense spending for decades. Now it is disappearing. What made this possible? Ironically, consumer technology. Modern drones borrow components from civilian industries: electric motors, lithium batteries, GPS, digital cameras, smartphones, mass-produced microchips. These industries manufacture millions of units every year. Competition drives prices lower. Innovation improves performance. Manufacturing becomes more efficient. The result is a product that becomes cheaper while simultaneously becoming more capable. Economists call this the experience curve. Every doubling in production reduces manufacturing costs. Exactly the same process transformed televisions, personal computers, solar panels, and now drones. Meanwhile, expensive military platforms do not enjoy these economies of scale. Many are produced in extremely small quantities. Each generation becomes more expensive than the last. One industry experiences falling costs. The other experiences rising costs. Eventually, the curves cross. That moment changes everything. Think of every military budget as an investment portfolio. Governments allocate capital across different assets. Some investments are expensive, some are cheap. But what happens when one inexpensive asset suddenly delivers extraordinary returns? Capital begins flowing toward it. Exactly what we see today. Defense budgets around the world are changing. Billions once reserved for a handful of expensive programs are increasingly redirected toward thousands of inexpensive autonomous systems. Because investors and governments follow returns. Capital always moves toward greater efficiency. There's another financial lesson. Production capacity often matters more than technological perfection. Suppose a country loses 100 drones. Replacing them might cost only $50,000. Production could take days. Now, compare losing one advanced platform worth $10 million. Replacement may require years. Factories, specialized suppliers, political approval, budget negotiations. The financial asymmetry is staggering. Mass production beats craftsmanship when replacement speed determines success. Henry Ford proved it. Toyota proved it. Now, modern defense economics proves it again. Economist Joseph Schumpeter coined the phrase creative destruction. New technology doesn't simply improve industries. It destroys old business models. Streaming replaced DVDs. Digital photography replaced film. Online shopping disrupted retail. Drone technology is now doing exactly the same thing to defense economics. Entire procurement strategies built over decades suddenly appear financially inefficient. Not because they stopped working, because something dramatically cheaper now achieves acceptable results. Markets reward that. History rewards that. Economics rewards that. This isn't merely a military story. It is a business story. Whenever a low-cost innovation attacks an expensive incumbent, investors should pay attention. The same pattern appears everywhere. Financial technology challenges banks. Electric vehicles challenge combustion engines. AI challenges software. The principle remains identical. So, what financial lesson does drone warfare teach us? Perhaps the most important one of all. Never confuse price with value. Expensive does not always mean efficient. Large budgets do not automatically produce superior outcomes. Capital efficiency consistently outperforms raw spending. Whether you are analyzing industries, building an investment portfolio, evaluating businesses, or studying history, always ask one question. Who generates the greatest return from every dollar invested? Because throughout history, industries and nations that answer that question correctly usually shape the future. The economics of drone warfare isn't simply changing military strategy. It is demonstrating one of capitalism's oldest truths. Innovation rarely begins with the richest competitor. It begins with the one that delivers dramatically better economics. And once that numbers change, everything else follows. I hope you enjoyed this episode. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.